Oh, that happened. That's what happened to you in the run. F. That happened to me when I was learning the route still. Not while
Talk about
during a run, but while that I have had that, and the pain it's very extreme.
talking about the jump, like you first get down to Hollow Bone.
Yeah, whenever you're jumping down to Hollow Bone from the above ledge.
Yeah, I've only had that one time, and it's just absolutely horrible.
Actually, like 3 minute time loss.
I feel my power
First time I've
returning.
ever
Hold that to slow
overshot
us
the
down.
jump. 3-6 summon died.
I have overshot it before.
I don't know how I've never done it.
Annoying butt.
You have to get like the maximum distance jump.
Oh, really? You with Dundee. I might just have like the perfect movement for it. Every character kind of moves differently, if that makes sense. Oh my god, 38 prologue. That's beautiful.
You never stood a chance. Good thing
Can't
I'm
wait till
here.
I have the right arts.
No? Anyone?
Still running with ugly ass thunder.
I'm so glad I don't have to deal with thunder.
So bad. I fucked it up so many times that like I don't fuck it up anymore.
Lost a little bit of time on the menu though, I think, but it's whatevs. Yeah, I can imagine that being annoying, either mine jump being an hour into the run. I honestly really want to try and look into the how you can sometimes survive it, because I would go for that 100% of the time if it was consistent. How you survive.
Control it.
That's what I said. Like if there was like a way to consistently survive when not landing on the light post, that would be great. But I don't know if there. I feel like there must be like a way to be consistent about it, but I have no idea what it would be. I've never had trouble with
Yeah.
Thunder. You two are just bad. I never had trouble with Thunder because I only did like 2 runs with it.
Tyler, you cheat. I'm telling you, you're cheating. Your setup for Thunder doesn't work. How you do like the little circle back, that you cheat, I swear. That hitbox doesn't exist. Tried that so many times and it just doesn't work. He does it faster too, because he does like a little circle thing. Makes no sense to me.
We always joke about Dread being the one to splice runs, but it was really Tyler all along.
True. Getting real silent now.
I think I learned it from TJ Blakely. Nice.
That's the thing, Thunder is on Dunban.
The problem with it is that it's a 10-meter range art that comes out of your back, so it's like really awkward to line up.
Fan shape, but not fan shape. Magstorm on mine, right?
Yeah. You don't really need it for casual though, because Shulk always kills the 2 Mechon from what I can tell. I would still put it on because it's easy to, you know, so you can pull it again if you need to. And Ryan has arts to spare.
Yeah, he doesn't need Shadow Eye or Drive or Drive Boost. That boost is like my meme art that's always been on him.
A little bit slow.
I think 724 Chapter 1 might be possible.
If you put it like absolutely cracked and like none of the enemies in your way, maybe.
That's the thing. RNG for it.
Yeah, this is probably like a 728 or so, maybe a little bit slower. Because I'm a little behind where I am. where I usually am whenever I skip the cutscene with Fiora and Shulk. Where Shulk still doesn't eat the goddamn sandwich.
I have little like time stamps where I check it out too. Check out where I am, like my average time there.
I pretty much only do it in chapter 1 because it's hard to do it for any other chapter, just simply because how you've played in chapter 1 will affect everything else.
The little runoff thing you do.
I don't know if that's faster. I just see I saw Orf doing it and it kind of makes sense to me because it's a straighter line. But I'm not actually sure if it's any faster.
I'm not sure either, because I tried going around the tree from the left. It made sense to me, but I'm not sure if that's even faster. I feel like that has to be faster. And going on the right.
Yeah, you do lose time from the fall. I don't know. And honestly, they're probably like about the same speed.
Yeah. If you're still getting 726s, I wouldn't really worry about it.
I don't think I did that in my PB, but I did it on the other one where I had the 726.9, so it's... If it loses time, it's not much. If it saves time, it's not much.
I'm pulling for like 5 minutes and I still haven't seen an art.
I don't know if I ever want to learn the run for Xenoblade X. Because it is a cool speedrun, but it's just like, I enjoy that game for different things than I enjoy in Xenoblade Definitive Edition. So I'm not sure if I would enjoy the speedrun.
When I hate the game anymore.
I'm okay with hating Xenoblade Definitive Edition. I'm not okay with hating Xenoblade X. That's the
Exactly.
difference.
Lizards, Paul. I think you're on 787 pace.
Hard to say. I'll figure out, because I don't... Going indie, Tephra is the last thing I keep an eye on until I just finish the chapter.
Take them down
I
one
had a
at a
really
time.
weird timestamp too, like turning the final corner to like
727,
the last
not
part.
bad.
Hey, I was right.
Also,
I know my chapter ones.
I don't even go for the fast fall here because I never get it, so I just take the L on it and just save a little bit of time from getting over the ledge faster. I have no idea how to get a fast fall off of that.
I feel like it's a ledge.
Yeah, I used to go for it, but I just like never got it. So now I
You're
just
really
now I just
specific,
don't go
Joe.
for it.
Hey, first art, and it's a pure art, not a final cross. Excellent.
I still think that cross impact on Ryan is the funniest meme I've done in a while.
Imagine
not
being able to get
Or
cross
not final
impact.
cross impact. The days with the more swing. I tell you, it's always this fight that I get haste.
You get haste again?
Yeah, it's on the same fight.
Dude, I haven't seen a haste there in probably 30 runs.
It's because you want it. You have to not want it. The game knows what you want.
You blasted mecha.
Just like every other RPG. You only get it after you give up.
Take this. Time has come.
Still bothers me that this large mech on his move.
Let's focus our efforts. No problem. Understood. Good job, everyone. Not bad. Not bad at all. Who else wants some? Don't think you're tough. Monado, lend us your power! Let's focus our efforts! Should be easy to cut down. Behold the power of the Monado! Counting on you.
Hell yes, technology.
The Monado! It's not... Alright, time for a chain.
Yo, gold, nice. No idea how I golded that chapter. We take those. I actually thought I was losing time on that chapter. Cause I always remember that last loading screen being longer than it is. Cracked. Hell yes, fast fall, let's go. I never get that fast fall. I remember the party swap. Also, yeah, you can run really far on that wire before it starts to slow you down. It's good to know.
Perfect for a chain attack.
Okay, so it's probably just better wire movement is where my goal is on that compared to most runs. little bit slow on the last text box, but that's fine. I should walk on this side of the rock. The guy's so in the way.
A mic working?
Yeah, I can hear you again.
Oh, thank God. My computer just like totally crashed. I don't even know why. I didn't even do anything.
We're having super bad technical issues with Discord before Orf's run as well, so
Blame Discord.
I blame Discord.
Also, one thing I noticed with your stream is your mic to game audio is kind of off a little bit. Your game's a little loud.
Okay. It might also just be that I talk quiet. Though I mess with the gain a lot because some games are a lot louder than others.
Yeah, that is true. Finally pulling arts. Looks like closing out of the game actually does something. I was pulling literally nothing before this and I closed out of the game. Now I'm actually pulling stuff. For superstition.
Confirmation bias.
Yo. Alright, now I'm not pulling anything. Back to normal. I do have headshot on Ricky. That's the only fun thing I have on him right now. And he haze. Dane.
Yes?
Summon Flare.
I still need to do some more testing with the summons on other characters.
I mean, they work.
Oh yeah, they
Like,
work, but they work in
buffs.
like a weird way. And I'm also curious if you can stack more, because you can't stack the same one multiple times. But I wonder if you can stack more than 3, things like that. Like 3 different ones, if you can have 4 different ones, because you don't have the normal constraints
That's
of
true.
Melio. You have someone else.
Some points is interesting still.
See, I would try that, but I'm really bad at gobo pushing.
Alright, if I pull more summons, try to get 4 summons because literally the only art I have that I need right now is True Activate Monado.
That's one of the only arts Ricky needs in general.
That's true. Does he even need Mind Blast?
No, I know that I like it on for TAs and stuff because it lets you see how much when you're within range. Oh, the goal spawned. That's weird. You didn't push the goal, it just spawned down there and all the way around. Either that or got pushed off. That's actually it's perfectly possible they got pushed off by one of the other enemies, like the one Antor that happens in chapter 12. Okay, you
I
literally
saw
just
that
loaded
Anvil
in.
today.
That
Antle, the little
that's
Antle who could.
that's even weirder than I thought. Then this game is garbage.
I'm actually pulling arts. Pull off, summon flare, sword drive. Not arts I want, but at least I'm seeing stuff.
I wonder if I just AFK there with my recording going, if eventually I'll see it.
Lovely slash. Alright, I'm actually gonna test closing out of the game for a while now. Sample size of 1 is not good enough. Keep seeing different stuff, and maybe I found something.
I know that I have like a slight I know TJ Blakely also has the superstition that areas might matter. And the big reason why I think it might be is that hold on. Whenever I was having Hyper T test some stuff, because I think I mentioned this, that I had him redo Arts Gotcha with different time zones to do another set of automated polls.
Yeah.
And that didn't have like a big discrepancy between the time zones, but what it did have a discrepancy with was between his original 10,000 polls, where each of them had one art that wasn't the talent art that appeared more often than in the other, and it was consistent between the two time zones, had it consistently pulled more often than the original 10,000. So it's like there might be something weird going on, but it's like it could also be any number of other variables.
What you're saying is if I get in the same area that you pulled Final Cross in, I instantly pull Final Cross, right?
That's not what I'm saying, because I've pulled Final Cross in multiple areas. But if you want to pull from 3 Sage Summit, if you believe that superstition, then go off.
I was already pulling.
Also, you want more of like how superstitious we. Hold on, you need to focus on. I don't want to get battle started again.
Didn't you have Final Cross on talent? Pulled it multiple times.
No. Gotta find the most obscure in the game area in the game to pull in. But I know that like for example, whenever Tess was trying to pull Final Cross for the first time, and when he did eventually pull it, he copied my party order and location and time of day for where I was pulling from.
Let's keep on going.
Oh my god, everything was the same. And
How good are we? Yeah, this is
whether it was coincidentally or not, that's amazing. What was the party?
I don't remember. I can go find the screenshot if this run dies. Oh, hell yes, look at that sexy gold.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Word is still missing. If I actually fucking pull it, could you imagine?
I'm going to most of my pulling and calling. I actually do a lot of pulling, like pulling it just like Gem Man's tall because it's outside the time attack area.
Gross area. Yo, 201. That is stupid. That is such a stupid time. Or 2301.
That means that if my sum of best is now a should now be a sub 23 minute mysterious face.
If you can get a fucking, oh my god, 22 minutes possible. Yeah, it should be because, yeah.
And chapter 1 is
That
still
adds up.
goldable.
Yeah, 725 is definitely possible. I think 24 is possible. God, I can't wait to have Mag Storm.
Part of me wishes I knew how much time I'd spent on Arts Gotcha like specifically rather than just like how much time I had on this profile. But part of me is really glad I don't know that information.
True. I mean, the specific profile is also, like, that time's still crazy. What, you said like 300 hours?
I have over 500 hours on this profile now.
Oh no.
I have more time on this profile than a lot of people have in this entire game.
Yeah, I have like 5:30.
I think it was my time on this was like 5:20, 5:25 last time I checked. Then my main profile I think is like somewhere near 700, which, you know, we don't need to talk about how like kind of sad that is.
I don't even know how you reach 700 that way.
I
Guards
spent
gotcha, I get.
I spent 100 hours grinding uniquely disadvantaged.
Alright, fine, that explains.
And the best part is I don't even think that's an exaggeration. That's probably actually like an underestimate, but I don't have like a good way to gauge that because I did like the vast majority of my attempts off stream, and I delete the recordings after I don't need them anymore.
Probably another thing. Would rather not know.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to know. I can at least rest easy knowing that it's at least more than I spent on Lost in a Dark Dream. Which means, if nothing else, at least Lost in a Dark Dream isn't my most played TA.
So mad I yeah, I got the PvP Beast and Metal Force run. I just had to move to the side. It was the first day too.
I still have my screenshot of whenever I got all those. When I got everything lined up. Cause I saved screenshots of cool, I didn't open the menu. But I saved the screenshots of the like the best pace I've ever been on for TAs, just so I know like I have a good ballpark for like how fast it could go if I want to grind it. Forgot to turn the camera, but oh well. Alright, time for this run to die.
Stream is delayed for me, so I won't see it. Like you'll see it first.
This isn't going well.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Hold on, Ricky. It's only natural. Because I can't have it on Charlotte.
This isn't going well.
Okay, we take
It's my
those.
fault.
We take the pity ether mine skip.
Wait, was it like the...
I got the fall off the lamp. That means I still have not gotten that in a run since my
Maybe
my 254
it really
11.
is a very specific angle. Because isn't that like the third time today?
This isn't going well.
Yeah, actually,
It's
that
my fault.
well not third time today, that's the second time today, but I also got that in my previous PB, so maybe something about my jank setup makes it so it sometimes happens. I don't know. Carried by
I'm
the game
convinced
pitying
it's
you.
like a really specific angle that like causes you to be slightly, like fall slightly less, so you're in like a weird, I don't know, like buffer zone where the game like doesn't know what to do, so you would keep you alive. But I don't know.
I honestly just think this game is garbage. I don't think there's like an
That's
actual
fair.
explanation.
That's fair.
Like, before I thought there was an explanation, but now that, like, sometimes you just die like, if you go at a weird angle, you just die falling on the cylinder in, McConnell's Field, like, I just don't think that there's an explanation anymore. I think that this game is actually just bad.
Yeah, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. I did it today, and I was like,
If you fall off from
Watch, I'm
further
gonna
on the
die.
platform, you just die. I don't know why.
it made no sense to me. So if you want to do the new safe load, like, I don't recommend it because I don't have a very good description of where it is.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
I also don't even know if it saves time. I feel like it has to. I mean, we're right there when the one we Mist shows up.
Because the Mechon can just troll you anyways. Makes sense. Oh yeah, because you have to run past the Mechon to the button. Yeah, that does make sense.
On Spectre Shadow Stitch, best start in the game.
Take this! You never stood a chance. Who else wants some?
I don't think I've ever
Keep on going
actually
like
tested
this,
that out to
guys.
see what it does. I assume that it just inflicts bind like it's supposed to.
Bind is absolutely the worst buff in the game.
Shouts to how I almost came up with a meme that had to do with bind, but then it turns out that like literally every important enemy is immune to it.
You're gonna try to do like bind lock them.
I was gonna try and bind and then stay outside of the auto attack range in a solo
Oh my
challenge with
God.
Melia.
I mean, there is a bind gem.
Well, there's just flat out immune to it. Oh, the rest does no damage. Yeah, that's Punspector Slit Edge, I think. It also does
Too easy.
20% physical defense down instead of in an amount that makes sense.
Magnum Starch. I want that.
The other Magnum arts. The other
Yeah.
Mag arts.
I mean, I said I don't want Magnum Charge anymore. I want the other Mag art. It gave it to me. Didn't even know it was in the game.
Shouts to Charlotte for vibrating.
Does Arts Inheritance Melia do anything?
No. Just in general, no. If you could get Punspector Allergy on her, you could do some pretty spicy memes with Hero Time. Because Punspector Allergy has like a 5.0 scaling.
Pretty much everything you said there just got cut out.
Oh.
So,
If you put Punspector Allergy on Melia, then like, yeah, you could probably do something with her, but other than that, no. Because Punspector Allergy has like a 5.0 scaling for some reason.
touch it.
Like you
Still
could
cut
combine
out
that with...
what I had actually heard what you said
Okay.
there.
I'm just gonna say that Discord is garbage.
I'm gonna try to rejoin the call, see if that's anything.
Shouts to that beat for being free with Magstorm.
Everyone ready for a change?
It's not.
Damn it. Just focusing on other things. Oh well. My total splits always suck. When did you say we were gonna learn a new game? I'm not entirely sure. I might try and learn it whenever Dread starts learning it, just simply so that there's competition there for me whenever I'm learning it. But it kind of just depends on like what my work schedule is like at the time. I do not hear you, Dread. Also, of course, it's foggy.
Okay, did that work?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Alright, I have literally no idea why it stopped working. Like, I didn't do anything.
I think I have not a great line here, but it's kind of okay. I jumped way too many times there because I was focusing on something else. It's fine. Everything is fine.
34-22 either one is very good.
Yeah.
Even know what my time was. Oh Jesus. 11 seconds slower.
Yeah, I told you that I'm ahead of my early game on the from the previous round. The previous round, my early game was like cracked.
Love cracked early games.
I don't. They're hard to run against.
Yeah, I love getting them and then it's not fun running against them.
I also
Like a
hate
bunch
this
of
fog. I'm gonna have a terrible Satorl. But it's okay, all my Satorls are terrible. If I don't get spotted by
That's how you can
Cornelius, I
tell.
save time though.
Anyways. You posted about Final Cross once, or like your third pull in a row, right?
I think I've posted every time I've pulled Final Cross, but like a bunch of them can be like super buried on my Twitter.
Might as well go find them. I have no reason. I have nothing else to do. Now I'm convinced that a party order is gonna affect it. I should be able to see it.
Yeah. I'm
Going
gonna
to the
kill
media section
Cornelius.
helps.
You're not invincible. Manano, that was too
At least I knew I was gonna have to kill him so I
Let's
could be
keep on
prepared
going
for
like this,
it.
guys.
Still not losing time, right?
Compared to my PB, yeah, I'm not I mean, I might be. I had some pretty bad lines earlier because I couldn't see from the fog.
Fuck the fog.
But I had a faster Cornelius kill because I knew I was gonna have to kill him this time. Yeah, my Satorl movement's not great.
I'm just in the section where it's just a bunch of UD fails. Oh no.
You might be in that section for a while. I posted a lot of times that happened.
Oh, now it's level 1 Shulk versus Final Marcus with only light heal and Battle Soul. I forgot about that one.
Oh hell yes, my hour-and-a-half long video.
Final Marcus.
I think to this date, that's the longest video I've ever uploaded that was pre-recorded and not a stream VOD.
How long did it take to upload?
I have pretty good internet, so about an hour and a half. It takes me about as long to upload as it does to the actual length of the video. Yeah, that level 1 Shulk fight, I'm pretty sure is longer than the video I uploaded of all the super bosses with the level 1 110 party.
There's the 25803. Still insane how like fast you progressed. We went from a 258 to a 254.
I like how 258 is still my PB on the speedrun leaderboard. It's also technically still my normal PB because all the runs I've uploaded have been casual.
Yeah, we gotta figure out a situation for the leaderboard. The time there is not the record. Unless, you know, we actually do count it as normal and like casual as separate categories. Then we just have a category that's ran that's not even represented.
No rocket jump, Sag.
I think you have to go in from the right.
Yeah, you have to have like an angle for it.
I've been getting pretty consistent at it.
It's one of those things that I need to practice, but I always forget to practice.
That's me in Central Factory.
I think I should walk around the far side. That frog was really in the way.
See, that waterfall jump for me is probably like how I feel about Thunder and how you feel about Thunder. I always get the waterfall jump, but Thunder just doesn't work. The art does not work how it's designed to work. Vince. The box is in the front secretly. That's such an unlucky Brog. I've never seen a Brog over there.
I've never seen it actually like blocking the ramp like that. Sweet kill. Thank you.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
We make a great team.
I think that's the only damage range except for Final Crossing the Teletia and Magna. Like the big one. The one that Melia kills with you.
Yeah. Now I'm at testing for Blizzard Belgazos PSG. No Arts Inheritance. Even that long ago, that was only like July.
It's crazy to think that it was only like a few months ago that Demon Slayer glitch had like the big surge.
A lot of people still don't even understand it, which is crazy, because I feel like it's been pretty well covered. I could be a little biased.
It is I'll say it's also one of those things that you kind of need to play with to get.
That is true, because there's a bunch of like random shit.
Like the processing order thing is super weird and jank.
I mean, it's pretty easy to get around it if you just add more enemies.
Yeah, but it's one of those things like the idea that you have to get the enemies before. Is like I can understand that being like weird to think about, like why it matters the order that you get enemies into the fight and things like, and how it's not the order you get enemies into the fight, it's the order the enemies are loaded.
Yeah.
Still haven't done anything with Demon Slayer glitch yet. I still haven't done anything. I know that Dread is. I've talked about with Dread like a million times. I need to go play with it in OG and see what he means by the enemies deloading.
Yeah, okay, so I used Antold then. That's what I started with for Odyssey in PE. And because it's like the biggest single group of enemies I think of on Crawlac. And you get the glitch. Like the glitch works. But then if you go too far away from the Antold Den, the topple duration just ends, and the enemies like linger, like they're still in the battle, but then they instantly leave. Like the topple just gets away, and then the enemies are trying to leave. But if you're still there, like if you take the same amount of time that it would take to run away, and you stay in the Antle Den for the same time, then the glitch is still there if you're running there. So I think it's just the game's way of like, I don't know,
It probably,
stopping.
it might just be like,
a lag.
see, it's probably just a difference in how the game despawns enemies.
Yeah, because I know the game despawns enemies slightly differently than the OG.
Shouts to Swimming by Honest Juice.
Oh my god, I'm really far back now. At the point where world record for UD was 44.97.
Damn, that was like when I first got the record for it.
I feel like I might have went too far back.
You might not have. I actually don't know.
So 50 seconds getting there. Oh my god. I'm really far back. I'm in May.
Shouts to when 50 seconds used to be considered like a pretty solid time for that TA.
And now it's 39. Isn't
I'd-
38 possible too?
38 might be possible. It's okay, I didn't lose too much time there. I still have a bad Satorl in my run, but you know, that's to be expected. I really need to just like sit down and figure out Satorl.
Alright, I'm definitely too far back. You're grinding Lost in a Dark Dream now.
Okay, yeah, you're probably too far back.
I'm in April. I can't remember when that was.
Didn't mean to jump there, but you know, it's fine. You'll have to make a video showing the optimal Satorl movement. If this run ends up being like, quote unquote, like good enough for me, like, whatever that ends up being, like if I just end up being happy with that, I'll probably wait to run until after you do that. Or like wait to get another run out. It'll be convenient for that as well, because that means that I can play, I'll have an excuse to procrastinate doing more runs and play SMT5 instead.
Alright, I got bored of looking.
F. I can play Persona 5 without the heart instead. I'm actually
Probably won't have any competition with Record for a while too, because I'll still be pulling Final Cross for months. And Max though.
It's still so weird to me that it took me so long to pull Final Cross for the first time, and I've pulled it like 3 times since then. Like, not counting pulling it on talent.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's some like weird emery system. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Just impossible to like look into. Can't see what's going on the other end. Does somebody like just totally develop the program to do it and dump the cartridge? There are emulators for DE, but
Hell yes.
I think you've mentioned it before that they're not like really accurate.
I don't know if they're completely accurate, cause hold on, yeah.
Shit, I
Press
wanted to work with
buttons.
Pawn Spectre Shadow Stitch.
Dream edge!
Is taking fall damage there optimal?
Yeah, if you get a fast fall. At least that's what
Is it
Orf said when he was
random?
doing the timing. The fast fall is you can get it if you're like if you jump like the very last moment when you're like on the downslope part of it.
I'll have to work with that.
But yeah, Orf said that it's fast when he was doing the timings for it. He said that it was faster
Alley-oop.
to get a fast fall and take damage.
I just killed Final Marcus with no equipment on Ricky. Nano Buster at level 1. Why is Final Marcus not even an enemy?
He is whenever you're severely underleveled because then he actually has stats.
Or even not, because at level 1 you still clowned on him.
He has higher stats than Arsene though.
That's kind of crazy.
I think every one of his stats is higher than Arsene's. Except maybe HP, I forget what their HP values are. Because I never really think about actually trying to get through their HPs being a problem.
How much does Final Marcus have? He has 400 something? No. Ooh, it's...
Yeah, Marcus has 126 agility if I remember correctly, which is higher than Arsene's.
Does he have 426,000 HP? No, Avalanche obviously is like 840 something.
Yeah, he has 800,000.
I had to memorize his HP for when I was doing no gems to make sure I had enough chain attack damage. Oh, 476,000. I was in the ballpark. I don't know why I just killed him. There's no reason to do that.
Because he deserves it.
I just killed him with level 1 Buster, and the only equipment on Ricky was Quick Step.
Nice.
Boots.
I still love the fact that the only time I beat Marcus with no gems was in like March of this year.
It's like, that's kind of the same for me too, where it's like, I might as well do it just because he's lumped in, but it's also like, there's no reason to do it because there's no challenge.
The only reason why I did it was because I was doing all that was when I was going through on New Game and doing the super bosses no gems but at lower levels. I was like, that makes Marcus exist. I also definitely just took the wrong path. It's fine. Pretty sure I'm taking like horribly the wrong path now. Yeah, rip my chances of golding this chapter.
Right now it's fine, but I'm not how delayed it is. Right at Ricky's house.
Yeah, I didn't. Only lose 4 seconds, okay. If I get a good menu,
yeah.
if I get a good
Left.
menu, if I get a good menu here, I can still gold this chapter then.
May I in...
I'm interested to see the Ricky menu. I've actually never seen it.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't a huge amount of time. I just don't know how much it costs versus how much time I have in my gold to save. Hopefully I'll get a good menu.
Just play perfectly from here on out.
Well, that wasn't a good start.
Just my stream's delayed. You're still grabbing Ricky's equipment.
That wasn't too bad of a menu.
This isn't going well. Sorry, I can't focus.
Don't think anyone bothered the time for a chain movement before you did. Makes sense.
Ricky is majority unique gear.
Yeah, because you can get him. He doesn't need debuff for this because you don't use him for what's it called? You don't use him for Zanz or Yalda too. So you can just run essentially like the same ether up gear Melia has.
I like that menu a little bit better. Looks like you do a little. No, it should even out because you've done ban equipment.
Yeah, you have to put the extra gear on Dunban. I think I put in a chest plate and shoes on him.
And you still do his weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should even out. But you do cut out having to take off Electric Plus.
Yeah,
might be
but
able to do
that's
it
a Max
anyways.
Storm thing. Though you will have to put it on in for the Charlotte out in normal, you have to put it on when you equip Fiora's weapon, because you need it to one-shot to get a consistent one-shot on the UM.
Gotcha. I'm not gonna do normal for a little bit. I want 253 normal, but I want 252 casual first. You know, if I ever pull the arts.
252
I've been
casual
here
should
for 2
definitely
years.
be doable.
Some of the practice I was getting and some of the times I was thinking about the other day, I'm pretty sure it's possible. I think like 3x.
Like I said, my sum of best right now is a 253.13. And that, like my goal, I know for a fact at least some of my golds still have time save. Most like Satorl and I'm pretty sure Mac now. Not sure when you'll do
Well, in
New
my
Game Plus
head,
stuff
it just
again.
makes sense because like 20 seconds you have over my gold at the factory.
Make a run for it.
23 seconds. After 17, boom, there's already 43 seconds. I know I have 8 seconds in, I probably have like 10 seconds in chapter 10. I have like
Telepia can read our
5
course.
seconds in each line, maybe
Well, the Monado
each time.
Didn't get the one shot, unfortunate.
Possible. Plus, then there's the 10, 9, 10 seconds from Magstorm. How have I still not even pulled Yoink?
I complain about that all the time, not being able to get arts off talent.
I mean, it doesn't matter until I pull Final Cross, so. Did pull Hammer Beat though. Best hitbox in the game. Magically headshot again? Ow. I started getting really good at the Frontier Village skip travels. I like know exactly how many trigger presses it is now.
I do too. I don't know why I messed that one up. I think I'm just bad.
That's the one thing I take pride in though. I love getting good menus.
Somehow
If
still
anything else-
golded. That means that my gold in that chapter really sucks. That's at least 4 seconds from not messing up, not taking the wrong path through Frontier Village. Probably at least another 2 or 3 seconds off of the big menu. And then maybe like another half second to a second off of that last skip travel. So my Machina is still very goldable. Also, I'm pretty sure I could get a better jump down to Lakeside still.
My PV is still ahead of you currently.
Yeah, well, I do have my usual bad Satorl, and I think that you said that your Machina was better than my gold. Yeah, your Machina's better than my gold, and my gold, I hardly golded that, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Magna Gold's like 12 seconds faster. Which is kind of crazy because I also don't do the new movements yet.
I don't do
I did learn them though.
I don't do the new movement on the second part yet.
According to Orf's timings, it saves 2 seconds.
I thought it was only 1 second.
Unless my math sucks, 146 and 148 is 2 seconds apart.
I thought it was 147 for the current one. Either way. It's one of those things where I just don't want to learn it because I don't want to like find new visual cues for the lines.
Yeah, that is true. But I have no problem grinding something like that out. 2 seconds is 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Phase.
I also know that
Alright.
you also have like more hard and fast goals that you're hunting for than me, because I'm just like, I want times I'm happy with.
Well, I also know I can get them because like
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty consistent, and I've
That's-
also put in like crazy amounts. Of
Yeah, I know what you mean, but it's one of those things. More of what I mean with that is that like, I'm not saying that like you'll never get a run you're happy with until you hit that, or like that's like your sole goal, but it's like you have more of these like this is what I want, whereas I'm just like I don't really have a goal in mind. Like I'm not that I guess I would just word like I'm less into the category than you.
You just want like a run without big mistakes.
Yeah. Like I don't really care about the time at the end of the day. I just want a satisfying run.
See, I'm crazy. I'm at the point where I'm like, it might be worth it to reset if I don't get haste. Chapter 1. Somebody needs to talk me out of that.
I will
I'll
talk
never
you out of
let me
that.
do
Don't do that. Just don't.
I don't want to do it.
You don't deserve TA level grinding. Only I deserve TA level grinding.
I was grinding Dark Dream. I was doing that.
What's the meme? Don't do that to yourself. No one, you don't deserve that. Only I deserve that.
Alright, so I'm looking at the picture. Number 1 is stand. Oh, I didn't see number 1. Yes, it's a second faster. You're right. I didn't see the standard thing.
Oh.
I didn't see the red line. I looked at number 3 and 4. Oh, 148 and 146. Second is still a second. And this Agni tablet movement, like, or lakeside movement, that saves what, like a second?
About a second, I think. It's been a while since I like checked whatever it was that Orf said whenever he figured it out. Or I think Tyler also mentioned the time save whenever he retimed it.
Gotcha. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I went to put Blossom Dance off of talent so I could put Eater on talent to test that, but then
Yes?
I forgot Charla Arts List. It was before then. Confused when Heal Blast showed up.
Yeah?
That's not that
What's
big of
up?
a deal. To reset the save. No progress. The only thing that's gonna keep me sane during this pool grinding is interesting arts that I might pull and just dicking around with Ricky's arts palette.
Honestly,
Like,
just
two
sticking
arts matter.
just dicking around with random arts was one of the things that I really enjoyed doing while I was pulling for arts.
Yes?
It's like the only thing that like can keep me sane. So haven't you still not seen Zero Gravity?
I have
That
not
was
seen
sick.
Zero Gravity.
That is ridiculous. Why is it? Would an art like that just be so rare?
It's weird how like almost all of Fiora's arts are so rare. Like
'cause-
consistently.
Every character has like rare arts, but none of the other characters' rare arts are even remotely close to yours, unless you count Mind Blast, because I'd say that's like the only exception.
Let's find something that'll make Fiora useful. I feel like Buster spam with her actually wouldn't be terrible, because she does use Double Blade for the animation. The problem is that her weapon draw and sheath animations are 12 eternities long.
Forgot about that. Users of PT.
You press on. Let's not lose our heads, though.
Alright, time to stop messing up skip travel movement that I already know.
I kind of just like realized that you're an ether mine on a run. Or Earths.
Let's see. I'm an ether mine.
We both start with E.
Yes?
Stuck in the loop. To be fair, I call ether mine Tefra Cave all the time. I get ether mine and Tefra Cave mixed up like literally all the time.
I actually like ether mine more than Tefra Cave. I'm like the. I actually really like ether mine. I always have. I don't know.
I
why.
just don't like ether mine, John.
Move at the
That's fair.
I
That's
don't like losing
justified.
runs there.
Hey, you know what? I changed my mind. Fuck either. Mind.
It also sucks casually because it's still just platform cycles. It's not even like Valak Mountain where it has redeeming qualities casually for being pretty. I'm not going for Boz's strat there. I always mess it up. Yeah, I would imagine that Ethermine probably really fucking sucks on a new game. Shows the fact that I have to use the style of Titan armor I don't like for Melia because I don't have the other one on this file. Or on this profile.
Summon bolt. Take me lightly at your
Bro, why
peril.
did you move to right in front of me? That's so rude.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back. Choose the fights in casual so it's not a big problem. Nice. Oh yeah, do you still knock them off the edge? Cause I know I've seen you and Boz talking about that strat.
Can't wait to run New Game.
Summon ice. Take me lightly at your peril. Victory.
Safer to just kill since Brian has an endgame weapon. Do you farm goggles for a good weapon for Ryan then? Cause I know that I've also seen you guys mention that.
This isn't going
That
well.
it just like saves
Steel
enough time
yourself.
on the fights
The
to be
fight has
worth
only
the
just
grind for
begun.
early.
Blade. Maybe that's it. The better animations it's biased towards. Kappa Kappa.
I know that Hyper T thought that it might be biased on animation index, but that he also basically deconfirmed that.
I had that theory for a while too, because I had animation index table as marked at one point, and I would always check it. I'm convinced that it doesn't. Or no.
I was supposed to use double in first there. It's like not even faster than just walking up and backslashing. I just prefer doing that. It's like the same speed.
Or
The Oluga.
Luca. My favorite cutscene skip in the game is right after Orluga, because if you mash like in the fight, you like instantly skip it. I don't know why it loads in so fast. It just kind of does. Alright, Pawn Spectre Shadow Stitch. Now I get to test it.
That's just saves time in chapter 4 fights.
It does inflict bind. Like, did that do damage? No. No. It must be tweaking. Really, Ryan? Your agility's not even that bad. Come on.
Damn it. I'm always afraid that's gonna happen where it sucks you back on the wall after you jump off it.
Yes, that's the worst. I think I had that happen to me a couple times in high ante team today. I actually like fell off the ladder and like fell completely down. Never happened to me before.
PB lost 8 minutes to bad grinding RNG. Nice.
Okay, Pawn Spectre Shadow Stitch.
Let's focus our efforts.
That's the strat I go for there, by the way.
With the fight.
The Tyra.
Alright, good. Yeah. Do I need Final Cross on Shulk then for this strat?
You can Mind Blast. Mind Blast and Final Cross are like effectively the same. Oh, if you're doing it
I
this
didn't
way.
know if you
Yes.
did both.
Actually, if you're doing Rikyat, you need Final Cross on Shulk over Mind Blast. I don't think Mind Blast is used in casual. You can't level up Mind Blast, so you need Final Cross instead.
Alright, I gotcha. I mean, if I have to pull Final Cross in the first place, then it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But if I replace Final Cross and Mind Blast, I'm not gonna like run into a problem.
Nah, I would save it just in case, because Shulk has art slots to spare. But in
true.
casual, you don't use Mind Blast ever.
Shulk doesn't need Berserker, Shadow Eye,
Nah.
arguably doesn't need Lariat for casual. Probably doesn't. Well,
He arguably doesn't need Lariat at all.
yeah. I don't know if I ever used Lariat.
That was in his last run. Oh, I want to make sure I get into where lost almost the same out since the game wouldn't give him the silver at all. F. Yo, it's like the sun isn't even setting here. I'm here like way earlier than normal. Nani?
That's the best feeling. Like actually truly realizing.
I'm like 3
How
seconds
far
ahead of my
you are.
last run. How did I get here that much earlier? Oh, I guess compared to my last run, I lost time to the menu, so that makes sense.
1:10:38. Not bad.
I lost a little bit of time. I'm pretty sure I know where to, but it's whatevs.
I'm still 10 seconds ahead at this point, but come Conus, that evens out real quick. I think like between the two of us, I've been ahead after 16. Only by like a second or two. Because you pick up most of it in Central Factory, or Chapter 14. And then by 17, you just like totally lap me.
And you clean up like my early mid game, like the half hour to hour and a half section. Like if I keep running after this run, which I probably will eventually, but I might take a break if this run ends up being good. Like that's gonna be probably the section of the game that I need to focus on the most.
It's the one section of the game that I take like the most pride in. Like my mid game. My mid game, for some reasons, oddly, like Satorl March to like Chapter 11. Like that stretch for me, I'm just amazing at.
Satorl through Earthsea, I'm just like kind of bad at.
It's fair, because that's Chapter 14 from Maconis, pretty much. Oh, I pulled Hellhound, god damn it. That was just a raw Hellhound pull too, because I don't have it over talent anymore. Wanted to keep that. And that's a wake-up call that I need to be paying attention. I will actually genuinely stop running New Game Plus if I pull Magstorm or Final Cross and like don't set the art or like back out the menu. I will. My cartridge. And you can hold me to that.
But like, don't though. I'm really glad I remembered that skip travel correctly, because I just trusted my memory there. I didn't even think about it twice.
Stop giving me other mag arts. I want mag charge. Talk about the Sirith Lighthouse.
Yeah.
It's 2 down.
It's one of those ones that I usually like don't remember exactly, but I was just like, it's 2 down, I trust. And whenever I think in my head I trust, that's usually whenever either I'm wrong or the game eats my input.
You know what's really weird? I was like that with that exact same travel for the longest time. Like that exact same one, I was always like, I don't know the exact cursive movements, but I just kind of like hit it every time.
I think the reason why is just simply because you skip travel to Satorl so many times without the high end tier 2 landmark, and then you skip travel to it with the high end tier 2 landmark.
Maybe.
So it just like messes up, it changes the menu ever so slightly enough to make you like second guess what you know. Also optimal Seal Island order.
I started practicing that too, because I realized literally all it is I just cut out one extra up and
Yeah, it saves exactly 1 input.
yeah, what does that look like a time save? It probably depends how fast you can.
Yeah, depending on how fast you can mash, but like realistically, like less than a quarter of a second.
It probably doesn't save much time for me, because I know usually it's 1 up press then 2, and I can do it pretty fast. But a time save is time save.
I also just realized this burb isn't going to appear because it's a thunderstorm. Oh, never mind, he still does appear. I thought he didn't appear in thunderstorms.
So I pulled in Gauge. The best art in the game right there.
Nice. That's the one that made you redo your Arts Inheritance.
Yeah, and Gauge is so bad I had to redo Arts Inheritance because of it.
Because you accidentally saved over your file when you were checking it.
Oh god. And now I'm back here again. Pulling rare arts.
But this time you can't make it easier by putting on talent.
God, it's so stupid. Like, that we can't put it on talent. It's so dumb. When you really think about it, it's so like the dumbest coincidental thing that like Fiora just can't put her arts on talent.
And happens to have really good arts for other characters.
Exactly, like it's just the stupidest coincidence.
One of those things where it turns out Fiora's arts are really good when they aren't tied to slow animations.
Fiora could have been that. I think that proves how good Fiora could have been. That all of her art, or a lot of her arts, are just so much better on other characters that are just straight up better.
It also doesn't help the fact that, like, outside of her long animation, she has low weapon power, can't link star skills, and it's just like big Sag.
So hard. They nerfed her so hard that she literally turned into the worst character in the game.
I mean, she's not the worst. There's always Charla. There's always no arts inheritance Charla.
I think Charla's better.
I think
Charla's
like
more utility.
I always say this. I think that in a vacuum, Charla's a great character, like in terms of like what she brings. But it's like with the way the combat in this game is, you just don't need what she brings.
That's true. But I feel like you can make the argument for Fiora too.
Yeah, but Fiora brings good PDD. You always need good PDD.
That's true. That's true. Fiora is a better PDD than what Fiora or than what Charlotte could bring. And you don't really see use in Charlotte unless you do like challenges and stuff, super bosses.
Also, Fiora's unironically like kind of good in chains just because she has a lot of red arts, and Sword Jones 10 is kind of cracked.
That's true. Chain attack Fiora is insane.
Which is weird because you'd think that she wouldn't be because she can't link star skills, and also her weapon power is approximately 0.
Approximately.
It's like 500 less than every other good character.
Oh my god, is it really that big?
It's really bad. Oh yeah, also that right there is why you want Pawn Spectre Sword Drive on Dunban. I actually forgot about that. Dunban will clean up the Skyway a lot faster than Rhine.
oh shit, Prospector Sword Drive on Dunban. I missed that part, so I just saw it.
I actually
Got
forgot that it was useful on the AI there. Yeah, Dunban likes using Ponspector Sword Drive, just not as much as Ryan.
Alright. When I see it again, I will equip it. I've already seen it today. Kinda nice that, like, I do see that art, even though I don't really need it anymore. Well,
I
now I
like
do.
I like that there's like 3 rooms to this area the first time you visit, and there's like 6 cutscenes.
And why is there so many cutscenes? I mean, I guess they had to make the area into something. Instead of putting anything here, they just gave you cutscenes.
And also this is a bit of a plot dump section, but like the fact that you have a cutscene when you load in, you have a cutscene when you open the gate, you have a cutscene when you enter the hall that the gate just opened.
Oh my god. But for as hyped up as they make this area before you get here, you really don't do anything here besides just watch
Yeah, you
cutscenes.
literally just fight Metalface at the end. Again, like it is like plot relevant, so I get why there's a lot of cutscenes, but like I get bored of it because it's I don't know. I don't like mashing.
Flare again. Alright, I have 2 summons more. I pull Earth somewhat commonly.
Let's focus our efforts.
Just the ugliest setup ever. Aura Burst, Buster, Gun Drones, Summon Flare, Yoink, True Activate Monado, Summon Bolt, Onspector, Shadow Stitch, and Headshot.
Yo, that's fire, as in a garbage fire.
And I literally only need one of those. The funny thing is I could probably just keep half of, like, over half of them. Doesn't even matter. Does Ricky even need Magstorm?
The only art Ricky like actually needs is Final Cost and Track Monado. You don't. I've tried to make Ricky useful for other things in New Game Plus, but like, just nothing else is as good for him as that.
Well, pretty much all his other animations, besides Tantrum and, like, Sneaky Zug.
Yeah. Well, it's not that they suck, it's just they're extremely average.
That's true. And, like, Backslash exists.
Ricky's cycling animation sucks though. Which is one of the reasons
Yeah, I
why
saw how bad it was the other day.
I think he uses like Behave or something. Super slow.
Yeah, I think it is Behave. Either Behave or Roly Poly.
Ah, ah. Yes?
One of the other things that's been like a big mentality change for me just from playing New Game Plus, as compared to TAs, is that like mistakes are okay in this category. It's obviously good not to make them, but you know, it's not like the end of the world. I think that mentality change is also one of the things why I enjoy grinding a lot more than I did when I was first starting.
I think I need to learn that. I almost reset my 253 because I skip traveled to the wrong place in Volek Mountain. It ate my input. I was so close to resetting.
I almost reset my 253 whenever it took me 3 tries to get cylinder jump.
Oh my god.
I didn't get over the rail or anything, so it didn't kill the run, but
Oh, you didn't get over the railing 3 times?
it took the 3rd try to get over the railing.
You do it with Melia? You do it with Dunban?
I do it with Dunban.
Oh,
I don't
that
think
might
that'll
be a little
affect
bit weird for
anything.
him. Well, characters move a little bit differently. Oh, what falling petal? Or light heal. Light heal is, I feel like it's one of Shulk's rare arts. You'll see it very often. That and like Battle Soul.
Battle Soul, Final Flicker Charlotte.
Glorious Future too.
I've thought about doing a meme build that's Glorious Future Charlotte, but then you just like play uber safe so you just never get visions.
That's true. You can totally play around visions.
Alley-oop.
Especially with Charlotte with Shield Bullet.
That is true.
God, it's crazy how good of an art Shield Bullet is, like, when you really think about it.
Burn an 8. Aw. Shitty art.
I feel like I had a meme, not like literal meme, but like something that I like had an idea that you could use Burninate for, but it's like literally just not as good as other options. I don't remember what it was though. It was Burninate on Dunban or something.
Burn an 8 gun, man. Burn an 8 summon flare. I need to work on my chapter 10 so bad.
This isn't
My
going
gold
well.
isn't terrible,
Sorry,
like
I
my
got
gold's good
focus.
enough to just like be in a PvE. But I know I can improve it by like 3 seconds. I don't want to do that because it's like free time save. Well, in my PB, if I gold by 3 seconds, then that's like it's like an 8-second time save over PB. Because I lost 5.6 here.
Never lucky. Yeah, I have no idea how to get that launch straight into. I used to be able to get it, but now I just can't.
I haven't seen it in like months either. I haven't seen it since I had like a 302. Days of grinding for sub 3. Remember that was like an achievement. Now we have 253s and say they're shit. It's definitely crazy with speedrunning and like when your skill level changes, like your level of
I think
I
I
don't know
mean
what the right word is.
your expectations change with it. Like it makes sense. Like one of the
Yeah.
things for me is that when I was like first learning Celeste, my original like end goal time was a sub 45. And now my time is like a 38-minute something, and I'm like, wow, this sucks. I really need to get around to improving it. Because I got that like, I got that run like before I got really into Xenoblade. So I just like haven't gone back to it because of that. I still like to do IL stuff in Celeste every once in a while, just like make sure I don't get too rusty. But
Yeah. I feel the same way with the boogie percent. Except I'm never gonna, not never, but I don't ever want to go back to that grind. Cause like, I remember I was like, sub 110 is good time, I gotta get sub 110. Now I have a 107.06, I'm like, this fucking sucks. But that is an unbelievable RNG grind. I'll probably pull Final Cross before it would take me to beat that PB.
it's
I
one
can't
of
even get sub 5 and fucking glitchless.
one of the weird things about like RNG stuff to me is like it makes sense when you think about it, is like you could technically go on an infinite drought. Like in theory, you could just never get good enough luck.
That is so crazy to think about too. Cause I mean, you're right. You could just get crazy unlucky. You'd have 5 bottle rockets miss mini barf. Actually had that confirmed the other
Yeah,
day.
I saw you tweet about it. That
Yeah, I just got
you just like double
crazy
checked
lucky.
with people that like this doesn't actually affect it, right?
Yeah, I was pretty sure because bottle rockets are based on speed and statuses don't affect your. So yeah, and I was like, okay, well maybe I just had like crazy low speed, but I didn't. I had actually,
You're not
I had like
invincible.
above average
I'm on
speed.
it.
Yeah,
With
really
you
good.
around,
Just
there ain't
one
no
away from
stopping
fall.
us.
Fall is
Totally.
fast
Don't get
character.
cocky. Stay focused.
Two.
Stay sharp. Yes, sir.
That was kind
So
of
yeah, I
slow
just got
Axio, but it literally doesn't
crazy
matter.
unlucky.
I'm still ahead and have like over 20 seconds of time save left in this run.
Where is it?
I ate shit in the McConnell's field splits. And then lost
Okay.
8 seconds to Dixon.
How?
So the actual reason of how I lost 8 seconds to Dixon was, you know how you don't get the agility boost in casual for being overleveled? He blocked Ryan's Pawn Spectre Sword Drive, which messed up his pattern and made it so he walked around me attacking me for a little bit and I lost a bunch of time.
Forgot about stupid. Oh, I want. Is it actually worth it to prioritize Ryan's agility in casual?
I don't think it's worth it to like actually equip agility up gear to him. Agility up skills definitely, but I don't think it's worth it to put the agility up yeah, the agility up gear on. Because you have to sacrifice something important to do that.
You cut out a ton there again.
Oh, I said that I don't think it's worth it to do the gear. Skills, linking the agility up skills is definitely worth it. Same thing with like reducing his weight with skills, but I don't think it's worth it to commit a gem slot to it. Because the vast majority of the time he will still hit as long as you have like just that
This
much,
isn't going well. Get a hold of yourself.
but it's pretty sad whenever you get boned by it. Because Pawn Spectre Sword Drive, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I assume that it's treated like either level 1 or level 0 art, so it doesn't get the accuracy boost either.
Okay.
Because I know that I've had like slightly lower agility than enemies on casual and just like had it miss all the time and I was wondering what was happening. And I was like, oh right, casual mode. It's really weird that it actually like completely turns off them instead of just the ones that are negative against you. Oh no, Blizzard Belgazeth is gonna spawn. I mean Avalanche Abyssy. Blizzard Belgazeth is gonna kill me with Blizzard boosted attacks.
Your days are numbered. We've almost got him.
Pog time save. Not gold, but time save.
Hear me now.
I can hear you now.
Discord's being really weird. Like you'll cut out a bunch, so I'll like leave the call, and then like my mic just stops working.
Discord being weird, champ.
Yeah. Everything's working now though. Definitely on my end. Discord and my shitty internet.
What?
133:38, chapter 10. Pretty good. That might be ahead of me, actually. Ah. Shit. Not quite, but you closed the gap a lot.
It's towards the Valak, Mechonis areas I start tending to get more consistent, which makes sense because those are the areas that I've
Hey there.
played through a ton of times when I've been like rerouting fights.
Yeah, your late game and end game is usually a lot better than mine. I don't know why I suck at it so much. Well, because I'm really good at Chapter 11. Chapter 11 in particular, I'm good at now. Which is funny because I used to be terrible at it. And I realized it's pretty chapter. You don't really do any complicated skip travels or anything. Then like 13 and beyond just completely fall off. Fearless.
I almost got aggressive on that, but then decided not to because I decided I didn't want to lose a second if I, like 2 seconds if I got it wrong.
Skip travel?
Yeah, the Get Fortress skip travel. I was, I don't know. It's always weird because I'm very confident in my visual cue for that, but I really don't want to mess it up. You know, this far in the run.
Yeah. I was gonna do that today too, because I realized you can do it a little farther back. But that's something to test out in practice, not on PP pace. I feel you. I have been with chapter 17 forever. It's like, I want to try this, but the risk reward is not even out. Especially when I'm like on PP pace.
It still feels bad, man, that bomb parts screwed you over so hard on your PB. Just simply because you didn't practice the new strats ahead of time.
If I just had known I didn't have to use Berserker. The second one. Your gold is literally 20 seconds better than mine. It's ridiculous.
My goal for that chapter can still be improved. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's how horrible my central factors are. How fucking terrible they are.
Like not by a ton, but like my chapter, was that chapter 14?
Yes.
Yeah, my chapter 14 is not perfect.
I've had a hunch about 13 as well. I'm convinced I have time saved there, but every time I think I'm saving time, I end up losing like half a second. There's no way.
Also,
No
for
way,
for casual, I'm pretty confident that using grind to kill the mech on switching to Shulk so you can get the conveyor jump saves event cycle.
Does.
I think so. Which, if that's the case, it might be worthwhile to try and route something in for normal mode so that you can get the jump off of it. I haven't like actually like hardcore timed it yet to double check and make sure.
You need to meet that event cycle, because event cycles aren't really
This
something
isn't
I've
going
thought
well.
about.
Don't give up.
I don't know. That's why I said like I really need to time it out. The reason why I'm not super caring about like super timing out, because like even if it isn't saving a ton of time, like it saves like it loses like at most like half a second in casual mode to kill with Ryan instead of Shulk. So I don't mind gambling that time on something that I haven't like specifically timed out yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
You have an
something.
interesting movement on that jump there.
Yeah, I've changed the. I don't do what everyone else does, just simply because the way everyone else does it, you kind of get caught in the corner there. So I jump across so I can keep the line and the same line as everyone else takes, but I don't have to get caught on the platform while falling down.
Alright.
I don't know if it's fast. That's another thing where like I really need a timeout to see if it's faster, but that's just the way I've always done it. I guess that's not the way I've always done it. I used to do it a different way, but
Alright, Alright, I'm gonna pull for 5 more minutes and I'm gonna go eat.
Alright.
I'll be right back though. Too long.
That's good. Nice one, Ryan.
Actually, there's only like 7 minutes left of chapter. I'll just stay to the end of the chapter for you.
Alright.
I can see what the time is.
I'm still convinced that my, oh, I don't want to mess up this jump. Okay. But I'm like convinced that my best contribution to this gaming category is still the fact that if you target on enemies during scripted fights, you get more in-battle dialogue. Literally doesn't save time, but it gives you something to do during the scripted fights. I also like how the time saves and stuff that I'm like the most proud of are the ones that like literally don't matter. Like the fact that
Boss dialogue. Not saving any time, but it's a statement.
like I still think the time save I'm the most proud of is hearing Galahad Fortress, targeting on one of the enemies in this room so that you can hover your menu over Final Cross early, so that you can kill the enemies in the next room slightly faster.
How much time does it save?
Not much. Basically, however much time Final Cross saves over, like the stream edge animation is over backslash animation is how much time it saves, or the time that it would take to menu over to Final Cross compared to menuing over to Magstorm there. I was so worried I was gonna soft lock there when the game took a second to load out of that menu.
I don't think I've had anything like that happen in the middle of a run.
I never have it happen in the middle of the run, but the fact that I've had both the infinite loading screen and the lock when exiting a menu, like I've had both of those happen before. I'm just like, please don't.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've only seen like the game crashes, or yeah, pretty much just crashes. The only thing I've seen. I haven't seen any like infinite load screens and shit.
I've never had a crash during just like normal gameplay for this game.
I've seen it like 3 times. I don't even know how. One of them was during Arts Inheritance, so I was like, I'm not really surprised about that.
Like every crash that I've had is a crash that was expected.
I had like 6 in OG. I'm convinced my disc is like dirty or something, because that shit should not be crashing. I've had soft locks and crashes.
What is
in OG.
Dunban jumping at? The whole way I was walking on that catwalk, I just heard him jumping in the background, progressively getting further away.
Amazing.
God, I remember when I was first learning the run for this game, and I didn't remember which directions to hold out of skip travels.
That's something that I never really even thought about. Kind of like second nature at this point.
It's one of those things I just like know at this point, but it's one of those things I remember like when I was doing like my first runs and stuff. I was always like, man, I really need to get better about this. I'm losing time that I don't need to be losing.
Heck, I kind of forget about those times. I feel like I didn't know the optimal stuff. It wasn't even that long ago. That was like a couple months ago. Now it's like I just don't take a perfect line, or it needs my input. I'll get a haste buff, reset.
Antle didn't follow reset. I walked back very back into it. Yeah, that fight's very quick with Ricky.
So I do something that's a little bit different there, where I jump off of the bridge.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you do something similar to what Orth does, where you kind of like do it so you can kind of cut across diagonal of the walkways. I just haven't practiced it. And I don't want to go for it for the first time in a run.
I've only fell off.
I think I was watching when that happened. Yeah, for Ricky Found Cross, yeah, you have to walk backwards a little bit.
That's interesting.
I walked back a little bit further than you needed to, but you do have to back up some. Nice, gold. We take those.
Yes, I pulled yoink. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
I'm in Bolt Talent Art.
Summon Bolt Talent. I mean, I know why you're doing that, but it still just sounds so funny.
I'm just gonna get Summon Bolt even more. I pull something, that way I get fucking yoink out of here. This shit out of here. 146.32. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all.
I've been keeping good pace throughout this.
Yeah, since like Ether Mine has been pretty good. Or Air at Sea. How did I
Yeah.
do that twice? What? I called Air at Sea Ether Mine twice in the span of 30 minutes.
So I'll probably be done for the day if I die to McConnell's Field.
I do not blame you.
Because I have been I've been streaming for 2 hours and I had another one go for like, I was running for probably about 45 minutes before I started streaming, so I might do more runs like this evening, but I'll need a break.
It's fair. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat real quick.
Alright,
Shouldn't be too long.
I just won't die in McConnell's Field. Easy clap.
Alley-oop.
We're starting to look.
Good to see ya.
Yo, the Antlfell, let's go. Pog. The run is now blessed. Look at that half second of time save.
How are you?
Grip gold. Split a little bit earlier there. Oh my. Okay, never mind. Maybe not rip gold. Maybe that's still goldable. Actually, it does make sense that I saved quite a bit of time there over my previous run. I don't know how much that gold did buy, but it does make sense that I saved time over my previous run, because on my previous run I accidentally switched to Fiora instead of Shulk when taking the fall damage with Ryan, which meant I had to do an extra menu because Fiora did not have Quick Step.
How are you?
And I clipped Melia, let's go.
Welcome.
I don't think I golded it by 4 seconds, but I did, because I did lose a bunch of time in my PB. I think that's just best segment compared to my previous run. I definitely, because on my previous run I messed up the party swap to Shulk and accidentally switched to Fiora, so I had to take an extra menu because Fiora didn't have quick step. I really need to update my live split to show like how it compares to my best whenever I get golds. I don't know why I have that disabled, but I don't have it turned on, and I probably should. Yeah, because you have your previous segment where it shows both compared to the time you're comparing against and compared to your PB. Yeah, that was I'm actually kind of surprised I golded. I split like slightly early, but like not by much. And that was even with accidentally opening up an organized party menu. So like that's, even if I didn't split early, that could probably still be improved. Like over what I had over that. Which is kind of crazy. Like I don't know how I have that much time saving chapter 12. I'm telling you, man, I'm just built different. My chapter 12's too fire. Please let me through. Thank you. I'm usually not scared of walking on that pipe, but the way I approached that was so awkward. I was so scared I was gonna fall off. I'm probably going to the left side of this guy. Please don't get in my way. Thank you. King of chapter 12. It ain't much, but it's honest work. I got this. I practiced these earlier. Cylinder skip is literally just free. I'm so tempted to just go for the slow strat. I'm scared this because of last run. I got this though. That should make it. A little bit slow on the menu, but cylinder skip is literally just easy. Just gotta go for it. Gotta believe. Most proud Xenoblade Worlds first. I think that my two most proud builds first would be the no gem Abacy, and then the sub 42nd uniquely disadvantaged. Even though I would still argue that Abrax technically did, even though he like technically did, I would still argue that he got no gem Abacy before me because he kind of got screwed over by the game being garbage. I'm still so proud of doing that with the old Charlotte strat. Come close to backward cylinder skip. It do be like that. Dude, I don't blame you. Like, honestly, that's like the strat was good at the time, but like in hindsight, it's just like it's so jank. No heatsink Charlotte is so terrible to play. It feels so bad. It's definitely one of those things where it's like it's a strategy that was a product of its time, and that time has passed. Also, I'm pretty proud of cheesing every super boss in the no gem armor skill link stuff I was doing. I'm proud of some of the cheese strats I came up with that.
When the going gets going, the tough get tough.
Even Ricky know that's not right.
Ryan, what are you babbling on about?
It was literally this year. I mean, you know what I mean though. Like, where it was like, hold on, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Just as far as like it being, it was what was come up with at the time. Because at the time, like Demon Slayer stuff was kind of seen. I know that at least I viewed it as being like way too gimmicky to work like in practice. But like whenever I saw that you made it work with Demon Slayer, and like whenever I saw that you were making progress with it, I was like, you know, maybe there are other strategies that were just overlooked. And as I dug deeper, it turns out there were a lot of strategies that were overlooked. Okay, I did not mess up the skip travel. I think that we are. Hold on, I want to focus on getting this jump. Nice. Riarth, who is the solo guy, I know that he made a comment about how he found it interesting and he might do it himself, but I don't think I ever saw any things of him doing it. Dude, the single chain attack kill is still like, that's my favorite one, not because it was good, but because it was something so simple was overlooked. Yeah, see how the vent cycle is there right when you get there instead of having to wait for it. That's what I mean when I say that, like, for casual mode that probably saves time. I'm not sure if it would for, it would also probably save time for the, Ricky route on normal because, you're controlling Dunban to kill the UM. So you have like, you're gonna want to switch to Ryan eventually anyway, so it makes sense to just switch to Shulk first. Yeah, he did, Daedala level 85 all characters. He did Bel'Ghazos all characters. I'm pretty sure he also did, obviously all characters. Dude is actually, like, he knows things about, like, just, he understands the way that that kind of stuff works in a way that I just don't. Like, what's good for, for solo stuff.
Ah! 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 This isn't going well.
Low key was more scared of that jump than cylinder jump. It's okay though. That's like arguably the last scary jump. Hey, it's not confirmed yet. I could die to something stupid. We talked about this before. If there is a way to mess it up, I will find it.
This isn't going well. Get a hold of yourselves.
There's 8 more seconds on Dixon. I swear to God, if that happens again. Okay, that'll make that.
This isn't going well.
No panic.
And I remember to switch to Rhine. Just reset. Honestly, I don't even think I would be mad if it happened again. I would just be disappointed. Yeah, if you land on the railing, it's pretty much guaranteed. That's why I like that setup. The only downside is it's really easy to, like, if you're not careful, or if you, like, try and take it too aggressively, it'll just, like, fall off the railing.
Alley-oop.
Look at all that speed. Time for a stretch break. Massage the base of my thumbs. Juno. I'm still kind of surprised that the double jump thing took so long to, like, for someone to, like, actually time that out. Because one of those things where, for the longest time, even though, like, I had suspicions that it might be faster, I just didn't time it because I assumed that it was just, like, the confirmation bias, like, in my head, like, makes it look like it. I usually, like, massage the base of my thumb, and that helps. Because that's where I get it, is, like, down at the base of the thumb. I'm going for the more aggressive strat.
I'm afraid you must be exterminated.
So far, so good. Peek out. And looks like I'm good.
Going down! Everyone, let's keep up the...
Whew! Whew! Look at that! That's not a 21-second goal. That's I lost 15 seconds there in my old run. But whew! Look at that! Look at that pace! 253.19. Look at that pace! Hi, YouTube. Joke's on you, I don't put my chat on the screen. Hello, commenters. Every Twitch chat ever. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Joke's on you, I'll be back in VC soon. Remember to subscrizzle. Give this video a big 5-star review. Shouts to when YouTube used to do a 5-star review system. Genuinely wonder if there are people, like, obviously there are people nowadays, they're like too young to remember that, but like, people who are like not children that remember that. Hit that notification bell. Remember to slap that like button. Leave a comment telling me about your favorite, leave a comment telling me about why Xenoblade 2 is just waifu bait. She entered the PlayStation 5 giveaway. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I probably shouldn't joke about that because I don't know if they get upset about that. This video is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I am the person who's too young to remember. Man, you make me feel old because you're not even that young. Like, I guess you just turned 18, but you know what I mean. I might take fall damage here. Yeah, oh well.
Get a hold of yourself!
Raid Shadow Legends 2 souls to care, true. I know there's a YouTuber that I used to watch who got offered things by Raid Shadow Legends, but they never signed the non-disclosure agreement, so they were able to like talk about what the sponsorship was supposed to entail. And it's like literally all the things that they that like YouTubers and streamers say that like make it sound like they actually play the game is just like fed to them by Raid Shadow Legends. Which makes sense, but you know. Only have 49 followers. It says you only have 49, but you have 51. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people complain about the affiliate process. I always forget about that quest block, that quest box in particular. Who the fuck plays that game? I assume like 12-year-olds that follow the content creators and then just like get the game because they're told by the content creators that the content creator plays it.
Going down! Now all you got?
Ricky like fighting easy monsters.
Let's press on. Going down! Man didn't even break a sweat. But we mustn't be careless.
Victory to Ricky!
Going down! Now all you got? Let's press on.
Ricky like fighting easy
People who responsive
monsters.
don't even play it. Yeah. Look at that quick skip. Didn't even need to set it up. This game is literally just easy. That would have been really funny if you spotted me after I finished making the bomb. I think it might be able to see you after you make the bomb because you kind of, you know how you like kind of keep moving a little bit after you interact with it. I think like in theory it could, but I've never had it happen though, so.
Alley-oop. Alley-oop.
I can't say for sure if you actually can. You have to be like insanely unlucky or just like in like literally the worst pixel. Everyone's putting the wrong equipment on, not getting the Earthcloak Charlotte strats. F. Oh yeah, because I remember at the beginning you weren't running Earthcloak either. Honestly, it's kind of crazy that you were able to get a 302 for how little you knew back then. Because that was back before you like even bothered to really learn the route.
I'm on it. When the going gets going, the tough get tough.
Even Ricky know that not
Literally
right.
didn't own an endless rifle. Also, look at that fight. Aren't you ready to have that fight instead of the Charlotte one? Skip through 50% of Tao's run, still somehow got a 302.
Advance!
Please don't speak of that fight in the Charlotte routes. Alright, I don't want to go the wrong way here, so I might be like paying slightly less attention to the chat so I can like focus. Because I have messed up Agnirtha movement before, and it's really sad because it's not even hard. Like, literally all the hardest parts of the run are behind me at this point. I think the only, like, really difficult thing left is, like, Yalda 2. Like, if I don't mess up Yalda 2, this should just be, like, free as fuck. And even then, it'd be pretty hard to lose 30 seconds to Yalda 2. I've done it before, but it would be difficult. I remember your old runs through Agniartha, like the one where you literally forgot Shrine Transporter. You walked up to the platform, but you just didn't get the landmark. I think that was in your 302 as well. F. Where's Tristan? Okay, he is not in the way. Thank you, Tristan. He almost turned around. I don't know if I think I was far enough away to where, like, even if he had looked at me there, I might have been far enough away to where he wouldn't have seen me. But man, imagine. Welcome back. I hear you touching your mic, so that means that your mic is working.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
If I just got a bunch of like static noise there, I hit my mic.
Yeah, it's okay. That's how I knew you were back.
Yeah. Well, at first I just pressed unmute, but then I like actually punched my mic. I have a headphone mic.
Same.
I like just don't even have the room for a regular mic.
I
With my setup, I don't know where it would go.
I do have room for a mic, but I would have to like change the way some things are, because like I wouldn't have a good angle to see my TV if I was using like a desktop mic.
Same. Like I'd have to get a second monitor for that.
Ricky getting hungry.
I don't feel like
Steel
doing that.
yourself. The fight has only just begun.
I can't wait to see this Central Factory time. You're already ahead of me too, so this is like the best pace ever.
I think that 252 is like not unreasonable for this run. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think that like it's not out of the question yet.
I'm definitely gonna grind for it as soon as I get parts, but that's never gonna happen, so.
I always get so scared of that jump. I've never messed up that jump in a run, and I probably never will. Oh, hey, Grape Spring. But it's always scary.
I've done it. That's when I had a 313, and I didn't even jump from the right place, or at least I thought I didn't. I ended up actually jumping from the right place, but I just did it at a terrible angle. I didn't know if it was the right place and still missed. 313 is like the worst New Game Plus run ever of all time. Alright, what was my Agnear at the time? 227.32. Oh yeah, you're massively ahead of me.
I'm on pace to be a little bit ahead. The thing is, like, the current pace also has the extra 8 seconds I lost in Prison Island here. So it's like, if I just don't lose 8 seconds in Prison Island, then that's already, like, 253.11 pace. And I got bad Serenity patterns on that run, too, so... Like, there's time save.
If you gold this, or at least just match your people. Fucking 26s.
Honestly, if I get a 253 1x, I would be very happy with that, and I'll probably, like, not touch the category until after I'm done with Shimigami Tensei 5.
Well, you'll have no competition for months.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm going to be taking a break from it, probably, but the other thing is, like, I need to wait for Tyler to put out the Satorl movement so I actually have like a reference to practice from. Because my Satorl movement is bad.
You and the Monado are history.
problem.
My PvP is pretty. No, 'cause I can gold better because I didn't do the movement perfectly. I still golded by like 4 seconds with new movement, but I can still gold by like another second or two. It's because I practiced the new movement. Like after the skip travel, that's the hardest part, is getting the right angle.
Yeah, and
'cause
that's
it's
the
like
part
a
of it.
really hard turn.
That's another thing that made me think earlier about the just remembering which direction to hold out of skip travels and how much of a difference that actually makes.
Yeah.
Because you
Well,
hold
it's
back,
weird
you
with
hold
the
like back
camera.
left. Yeah, you hold like back left there, but that's not the angle you feel like you should hold because that's not the angle you approach the landmark from.
Yeah. That was like surprisingly easy to learn for me.
It was pretty easy for me to learn too. I think I have a pretty good line. I think it's just that like my water movement's terrible. I got spotted by Cornelius again. Your blade, is it not cut deep enough? You're a pansy ass bitch.
Give me an art. I haven't seen an art since I've sat down. Please give me an art. This 226, don't spoil it for me. See if I got a 226. It'll be close.
It was definitely close. I'm not gonna say whether it was or not yet.
Use chain attack art. Use chain attack. It's good for the run. It's good on. You get good. Wakana's core enemy spawn RNG.
It's an RNG manip, I promise.
Oh my god.
It was
Half a
close.
second away. Where did you lose 0.8 at?
I'm not actually sure. It might have just been like. Actually, it's probably because I took the first bomb part less aggressively. You can take that a lot more aggressively than I did. I just didn't want to like mess it up and have him leave the fight and have to wait like 3 seconds for him to be targetable again.
Yeah.
So I could probably save
But
like
get
about
one
I could
extra run.
probably save like about a second from doing that more aggressively.
Gotcha.
Then also I think I took like 1 or 2 of the skip travels a bit slowly. Just simply like being careful rather than anything. Like it wasn't like I almost messed them up, it was just I wanted to take them careful.
Yeah.
And I took fall damage in the 1 jump in Central Factory, so that also cost me like 1.8 seconds.
The first jump.
Yeah.
I practiced something earlier that I can't wait to fail it in runs. I jumped with the turn,
Ooh.
and I think I got a good angle.
Ooh.
But I'm not entirely sure.
That's a
Where,
yikes for
like,
me.
as soon as I turn, I jump.
If you get it, that'll be fast, but that's a yikes for me.
Nah, it's consistent, I'm telling you. Consistent,
It's just as I thought.
even though I tried it one time.
Hey, if you got it the first time, that means it's consistent.
It's all that matters. I can practice it in runs.
2.5 hours in the run. I guess that's like 2 hours 15 minutes, but
Too long. Too long in the run. Something like that. My mentality is it could fail either way.
I mean
Like how
fair.
that jump works, giving like half a second on 1 jump instead of actually saving like the 10 seconds I have in this route.
Then there's that menu. Also, you might notice that I've changed the gems I run on Fiora, and that's because I don't auto-attack in the Zanza fight anymore.
I still don't do the right MC Zanza fight. I definitely lose time.
So you were.
I don't even have on our built up.
Overdrive talent, let's go. Also shouts to the fact that I still run away in phase 1, at the beginning of this fight. Just simply because TA muscle memory.
Is it bad if you run?
No, you walk faster if you run, and it also means that I don't get binded because I have debuff resist now, but if you get binded it means you don't get stuck in the dodging animation.
I thought you had. I don't know. I thought I had a run where it
Nah, I mean, I used come to me at the start, but it's like you're fine too. Also, that was a very fast hit after the thing.
Well played, Dumbang.
I think what I did was I fucking moved backwards towards him. If you move backwards towards him, it
I have
interrupts
no
the
idea how I lost
animation.
like 3 seconds there. I wonder if my gold is still a bit of a fake from whenever I didn't do that menu.
Pretty good. I feel stronger.
Yeah, look at how fast that is.
Buster.
Actually, no, that can't be a fake because that's comparing to my previous run. I mean, I didn't mean to switch to
Sure.
Ryan. It's fine for me to be Ryan here. I meant to switch to Dunban, but it, like, literally doesn't matter.
Oh my god, that MC Zans is like 6 seconds better than what I do. Pistol auto attack without second.
I'm not sure if I need second gear. I might drop second. Try it. I'll have to try it off of run, but like, I wonder if Sword Jones 10 kills relatively consistent with critical up without second gear. Because criticals are almost the same amount of damage increase as second gear gives. Though it is possible to not kill with second gear, but with a low amount of critical, so it's you probably need second gear.
Second gear seems like a nice trade-off.
I think you absolutely need it. I don't think even if you crit every hit you would kill. Because I've used second gear into Sword Jones 10 and not killed before. But that was also before I was running like attack plus and attack stability, but I don't think that that's going to make enough of a difference. It's probably worth it to go for either way.
Just crit and get max damage rolls on every hit. It's easy.
I like how that item orb respawns as you're running out.
Just gotta use main attack.
I still have no idea how I lost. What did I do on my previous run? Did I split a little bit earlier? Or like, did I just get like a cracked... Actually, I might have gotten a faster Apocrypha fight and then just a better menu.
I'll watch it. Apocrypha fights are always something that like I kind of forget is part of that chapter.
Apocrypha fight's also like one of the most like, you forget about how volatile it can be because it gives itself defenses, which means it can be awkward to kill it if you don't get your defense down. I like how my about still says that I stream Salmon Run, even though I haven't streamed Salmon Run in like 6 months.
Okie dokie.
Understood. Wow, down. Wow, down. Let's split.
Let's try about here. I want to stand it.
Hey, not bad. Let's keep it up, guys.
Be nice if it was always like this.
Everyone, let's keep up the pressure.
Now we just
Alright.
need to finish the job.
Everyone, let's keep up the pressure. Victory is within our grasp. Everyone, let's keep up the pressure.
Be nice if it was always like this.
Everyone, let's keep
Oh,
up the pressure.
I guess he's walking.
Victory is within our grasp. Hey, not bad. Let's keep it up, guys.
Now we just need to finish the job.
Hey, not bad. Let's keep it up, guys.
Now we just need to finish the job.
Everyone, let's keep up the pressure. Victory is within our grasp. Hey, not bad. Let's keep it up, guys.
Be nice if it was always like this.
I cannot hear you. Unfortunate, Sereny. Not quite sure where I'm bleeding time in these few chapters. The last one was probably just Sereny. Yeah, fuck Discord.
Like working now.
Yes.
It's so weird. I just like unplug my mic the first time, it doesn't work, and then I unplug it the second time and it works.
Also, even though I lost some time late game, I think that like no matter what the outcome of this run is at this point, I'm gonna be happy with it.
It's you might need to go. Wait, no.
I don't think I can get 252 anymore. But like,
Oh, 252 is
it's like,
good.
but like this will definitely PB, and it's like, I feel like no matter what the end time is at this point, like it's something I'll be happy with for now.
Yeah, 252 is dead, but you could still get 1x.
Yeah, but I'll need
Not
to
sure how
like,
much time you have.
I have 8 seconds in the last chapter. I have a little bit of time in this one.
How much you have over gold, do you think, though?
I don't know.
Like how optimized?
I'm not sure. But that's not
Kinda hard to
comparing to my
tell.
golds, is the thing that's comparing to my previous run. The current pace.
Gotcha.
Well, I messed up that party swap because I didn't press the A button enough times. So that makes up for the little bit of time I saved from not messing up movement with Malia. Oh well.
Sag. I'm watching your Makana split. We've had 5 seconds of time save here.
That's good. That all
So
you
you
got?
had to have golded it.
Okay. I guess I just had like a really buttery smooth fights then. And a good menu probably. Because I took the menu like a little bit slow on this run, I think.
You're coming up to Apocrypha now. So I'll see if there's anything like crazy.
I'm honestly kind of glad that I don't have any more menus for the rest of the run other than skip travels, because like that's a lot of stress off the table now.
There's definitely time save in the menu, but I don't remember how it was in this.
I think I ended up having to take I mean I didn't have to, but I just ended up not equipping like at the fastest possible time. So if I did it pretty fast in that run, I probably lost a little bit of time there as well.
Well, it wasn't perfect in that. He used Chastise instantly.
Did he use it like faster then?
I don't know if it was that was, I don't know, that energy replenish came out like in
Maybe there's just like weirdness to Yalda based on the way you deal damage to him then. Who knows? This game sucks.
arts did you do this time?
I think I did the same. I set up with
Magnum
Berserker
Charge,
and Magnum
did you-
Charge, and then hit him with Buster. Put my weapon away, then walk
use
to the side.
Berserker in
I
your
did-
PB?
I didn't?
Nope.
That is
You have both your
interesting.
auras, unless the cooldown is already ready, but I don't think it should.
That is interesting if I didn't.
Shit. So that makes like what, like a second?
Yeah,
and a
but
half?
I don't think that would speed up. I wouldn't think that would speed up his attack pattern, but like maybe it does.
Well, if you're getting damage on him faster.
Yeah, but I don't think that it would like speed up his attack pattern because he still has to finish both of the art animations. Maybe it just like makes him want to use energy replenish sooner for some reason.
I'm not sure, but it looks like he used Chastise really early.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Can you like double check, like watch the beginning of the fight and make sure I didn't use Berserker then? Because if so, I'll take that out of my notes.
It was Magnum Charge and Drift,
Okay.
but let me guarantee that. Oh shit, I went back too far. It's just Ricky in an elevator. Oh shit, no, you did use Berserker.
Okay.
I just missed it.
I'm just gonna say this game sucks then.
Yeah, it was Berserker into Buster.
Just straight into Buster, no mag charge?
No, Mag Charge, Berserker, then double Buster because the first one missed, but he still used Chastise like instantly.
Weird.
Looks like he just was gonna use it regardless of damage.
Hmm.
It might
Maybe
just be one of those weird things like Serenity can do, where you can just like skip an art.
Yeah, that's probably where I lost time on the other chapter, is just certainly not playing nice.
I didn't see what happened to Serenity. I just
Enjoy
saw
this battle. For it will be
He walked a bit, and then I don't know if he did anything part wise different.
Well, you also came in with Ryan. I don't know if you usually do.
Yeah, I usually don't.
Ryan's pretty finicky with Serenity.
And also because I kind of messed up that menu a little bit, I took it a little bit slow. Honestly, for how badly I messed up that menu, only losing 2 seconds on that split's fine by me.
On Serenity, because it looks like you lost 4.
No, I'm talking about on the most recent split, the insolent split.
Gotcha.
Because
I
I
forgot my streams.
yeah, I really messed up the Colony 6 menu. Because I didn't select, yeah, I didn't select, well, I already knew it was goldable because in my previous round I was like almost tied, and I got stuck in a piece of geometry with Melia while walking through Colony 6. It's like it was all I already knew it was goldable, but it's like, that just means that it's, you know.
I think you do have to gold the split by about 2 seconds for 1x now. The 2x should definitely happen.
Yeah. Alright, and I'm okay with the 2x. Like I said, I think that, like I said earlier, I think at the end of the day, even if I lose, like, if somehow I kill the run in this split, I think I'll still be happy with it. Like, I played good this round, I feel good about that, and even if I don't get another run out today, like, I know I can get a good run out now. Like, I have proof,
Yeah.
like.
Stop giving me twisting pedal, please. It's the other one I need, cutting pedal. I already pulled falling and twisting today. And blossom dance. Now all I need is cutting pedal, and I've pulled all the blossom dance. I pulled cool off and overdrive today.
I love the fact that Blossom Dance, if used in chain attacks on other characters' talent, gives you an infinite chain attack.
What?
Yeah, it just doesn't transition to the next character, and you can just select whatever art you want. And just
Actually?
forever, yeah.
That's ridiculous. I never knew that.
Test has a video of it on his channel where he basically solos the advocacy fight with an unequipped Ricky, like no weapon and everything, because he used chain attack. He used time attack. Yeah, he used time attack glitch to equip the weapon and everything as well. Well,
Test's channel is like impossible for me to find now.
it's linked to his Twitter, which is how I usually find it.
Okay, that's. I gotta start using that. It's like your channel. I can't search for it. It doesn't ever pop up. The only way I go for it is there's a video on my channel that I know you commented on, and I just.
Oh, you pull up your video and click on my name for your comment. That's actually kind of
Yeah.
funny.
It was what video was it? It was solo Daedala with Ryan. It was. Because I beat him with just guard shift, rage, and last stand.
God, it's so unfortunate that Ryan in a solo setting essentially just devolves to spiking enemies to death because he doesn't have any like reliable form of recovery, so he just has to go pure defensive. Fiora's like basically gonna be the same.
Dude, Fiora requires a new game plus playthrough for me. I don't want to do that. I also need TA weapons too, so I gotta do one at some point, but I'm running out of files. Means my 100% file won't be 100% anymore.
Unless you 100% the game again.
I would totally do it too.
I would too. That's why I say that as a joke, but like I absolutely would.
I mean, it's only 455 quests.
It's only like an extra like 60 hours of gameplay if you're not like going that sweatlord about the routing.
Exactly.
It's
But I think about it this way. It's either do that, or I can spend those 60 hours trying to get Final Crossing Max Storm.
yeah, that's fair.
It'd be so weird when I'm running Ricky route. So weird to like think about.
Become not on legend.
So used
Let's
to
not
Charlotte
lose
at
our
this point.
heads though. Not bad. Not bad at all.
But it'll be nice not having to like think about buffs and stuff. Like, the
Yeah.
only thing I'd just be like, just direct Monado.
I'm honestly ready to get back to normal at some point so that I can have to think about buffs again. Like, because the one downside of this is that, like, I kind of alluded to this when I was talking about, like, the downside of if, like, casual and normal, like, completely merged into the same board, like, with no distinguishing visual, or, like, distinguishments in the category, is that eventually everything just devolves into hit thing really hard. And that's what Ricky does, and that's why, like, that's why the Ricky route in casual defaults to literally just Ricky spamming Final Cross. Because there's
And
like,
unfortunate thing is nobody else will want to run it than like
Yeah.
the top level because you have to pull Final Cross and Magstorm. I mean already, the only person that's even like mentioned going for it is me, and I mean Tyler said he's gonna have to do it when he gets back, but like I'm the only one that's like actively doing it now. And I don't blame everybody else.
I don't
Not
blame
blaming
everyone else either. As someone who has put in the time before, and that's something I've complained about with time attacks. Like I haven't complained about, but I said it's really unfortunate that like the free categories at this point are like super hard to get into. Because I think there are only 2 free TAs at this point that don't use either Final Cross or Magstorm or both.
That's ridiculous.
No wait, there's 3, but one of them is garbage.
Which one?
Fair game. Because you're using Hammer Beat. It's Ricky with using Activate Monado to use Hammer
With
Beat.
Hammer Beat and Talent, that's right. Because I've watched your TA guide like twice for some reason. I don't even know why. Just specifically, I've watched that one like twice. Which is weird because I had like no intention of actually doing that TA.
That's one of those TAs where like there's a couple of them with like you can tell that I really didn't care, and Tess probably also. I don't want to say he doesn't care, but like he wanted to defend the record, but like once the record started falling, he was like okay with not putting any effort in defending some of them. Because there was some where I beat him by like 1 frame and he never fought back.
Well, doesn't fair game involve like stupid enemy RNG?
Yeah. You need first a group of 4 enemies to be grouped up and within a hammer beat range, then a group of 3, and then a group of 5. It's terrible.
The thing is, I might have the mashing to do it.
The thing is, like, you might, but it doesn't change the fact that you're probably still gonna need to grind it for hours if you want to go for it.
Exactly. Because you got to think about it this way too. You also need to get the arts first.
So for that one, it's not bad to get the art since it's just hammer beat, which you can take directly from Ryan because it's his top art.
Oh, yeah, that's actually not bad at all.
Roger. I'm
Or a
ready.
toad.
Or a
But
toad.
we mustn't be careless.
Best
Who
art.
else wants some?
I didn't even know that was an art.
It's Nene's aura burst.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can usually tell. when
Yeah,
it's
it's like I love the name of Kino and Nene's arts because they're like
Yeah.
just stupid enough.
Magnum Starch. Not
Cute.
Mag Storm.
Cutie pure round.
Yeah.
I can. If
Alright, final boss
Yes.
defeated.
A good old Xbox. I'm gonna start resetting if I don't mash fast enough to get backslash and or the arts out instantly and they become available to select.
I know that because I sometimes mess it up on the Caterpillar. I reset over that just simply because it's like, I don't know, it's early enough on and it's like, Well, it's not a big time loss, it's just stupid time loss.
That specific fight, that very specific fight, the Caterpillar fight, is why I started running this category in the first place. Which sounds crazy, but let me explain. So Tyler's fight there is like, it looks like he forgot where backslash was, because he menus over. I won't give you that chance to use that power. There's time save there. I can beat the run. And
Also-
then I got a 313.
Also, that Dixon fight, that Dixon one fight still sucked, but it was still way better than my PB.
He used treacherous anger.
He used treacherous anger and walked backwards.
And used an auto attack. In my PB, he used it literally instantly.
I've seen runs like that where he just uses it instantly. I don't think I've ever got that in a run. The best I've ever gotten is auto attack and then treacherous and then chaos punish.
To be honest, it probably has to do with damage because I don't buff there. I just use Buster instantly.
I've seen Orf get it too though with buffing. Like in normal.
That might just be faster. Auto cross then.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just that Dixon sucks. And also, but like I think that's that he just, depending on like very specific with your spacing with him, because I have been able to consistently get him to do auto attack into chaos punish before. So I think it's like just very particular with how close you get to him and how quickly you deal the damage, like a combination of those two.
Gotcha. If you like, you can't just use Tam instantly. You have to move forward.
Yeah, if you stay far away, he will always use treacherous anger first.
Alright, that's weird.
Because you're not within range for him to auto attack. Or to attack you in general. So he uses his treacherous anger instead. At least through my testing it was like that. It's also possible this game is just garbage and I just got on a streak where that was what he wanted to do.
That's fair. I mean, why does using Monato's shield make fucking Metal Face instantly use Last Resort?
Yo, this game is held together with shoestrings in a dream, you know this.
Shoestrings in a dream, yep. I mean, I'm sitting here pulling Dunban's Activate Monato. That's not even an art, you can't even use that. And it does damage to you. Why?
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a 2x.
I shall wipe you from this world and bring
Dunban's Activate Monato ever fucking do damage to you? It just doesn't make any sense.
It's weird because like you think it would just do nothing like all the other arts that you're not really supposed to be able to click on.
Now we're getting started. Ryan, keep up that momentum.
Yeah, definitely a 2x.
Exactly.
How?
Oh, cool, yogurt stance.
Your existence cannot be permitted. I will destroy.
Yeah, I think the end section takes about 30 seconds.
253.25. Saved 3 seconds there, so I still had a really bad Dixon. I mean, I knew I had a really bad Dixon fight. Also, I usually like to watch that cutscene. I just skipped it out of like muscle memory of matching.
Oh no.
I usually like to watch it after a PB. Oh well.